This is not something I do a lot of anymore because I've learned to sort of ask enough questions in the beginning that I don't have to spend a lot of time writing proposals. But I had found myself with this one lady caught in her story. Because she was a consultant and she had problems with proposals. So it's something that I sort of ended up taking on and had to get myself out of, where, she was requesting more information for me, and I felt like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to prepare all of this stuff and document it all out. I just don't want to do that. And Ron was so helpful in, reminding me of the questions of, is this required? And is this something that's going to create the future we want? Or is it going to decay the future that we want? And in this case, like writing out a big, long, detailed, bump-a-dump-a-dump-a-dump wasn't really what was needed, because in actuality, what happened when Ron and I were talking it out, which is why our community members love coming and chatting with us about stuff like this, is that, you get to see this lady's not really clear in what it is she wants, right? She wants all of these things to happen. And in actuality, well, there can be some massive transformations that happen when somebody works with a coach or a consultant. They've actually really got to be honest about, are they in alignment with what they're asking for, right? And it was quite obvious in her conversations that, she had a lot of conflicting points of view, right? So to me, that's a true trigger for being out of alignment. Like, you want this, but you don't want that. I've tried this, but that didn't work. And when you're not able to receive maybe this didn't work before because it wasn't the time, or that didn't need to happen then, or you tried it, but you didn't know this information, or the audience wasn't ready for it, right? There's so many possibilities that can be opened up when you just get into asking questions, right? And in our EYI Facebook group, we are going to be asking more questions within the group and engaging you guys in really being a space for these questions to unfold. Like, the amount of questions that I ask myself every day to keep my brain occupied, because it wants to go down that homeless under a bridge place, and it wants to distract me with procrastination so much, because it's an easy way for me to feel like I can't do this and it's not going to work. And see, nobody wants it, right? But that is operating from a reality that proves that what you want can't really happen. And in order to get into this place of really creating a life and a living that's worth, having fun and being a part of, you've got to look at those places where you want to go into the homeless under a bridge kind of place, right? Where you want to think that there's something wrong with you, and then stop and remind yourself, no, that's not the truth, right? And now what else is possible here? And so that's why I teach a lot of the tools. Some of these tools come from the work of Access Consciousness, and it helps me so much keep my busy brain occupied and back into the connection with a world where anything is possible, instead of a reality where if I let it, it will show me that I can be homeless under a bridge in like a day, right? So, is now the time? Really, really great question to start to get you. And if there wasn't anything wrong with me, what else would be possible? So another thing that I've found is, if I find, say there's something in the house that's annoying me, like there's a closet that's really cluttered or something, and I want to sit and write copy, but that closet just is calling to me to go work on it, right? Well, instead of making myself wrong for wanting to go clean the closet and not wanting to work, I've learned to say, okay, copy, I really need to get you written. I would really like there to just be this inspirational download. Can I go spend 15 minutes playing in the closet and starting to organize that, and then come back and, have like a download, right? And I ask not with a conclusion that if I go work on that, it'll definitely happen, but I'm asking that there be that possibility or something even better to show up in my life so that I can go off and do that closet cleaning, for 15, 20 minutes with some ease, right? With some real joy and appreciation for, that closet probably does want to be clean, and I'm going to feel much better once I do get it cleaned. And I want a reality where the closet's clean and the copy gets done with total ease, right? That's the whole point of living inside this world of magical possibilities. So I hope you, got some things to ponder. If you have any questions, or I'm looking for the chats here and I'm not seeing it, so maybe my technology is kind of just messed up, but I'll come back and check out the video later. And if you're watching this later and want to leave a comment, I would love to know what you're thinking, know where you procrastinate, what kinds of things draw your attention, and where you go into the wrongness of you about that. Where it shows up as, see, I knew I couldn't do this marketing stuff, or, I really hate sales, right? Because if you perpetuate any of those points of view, you're going to create that reality, right? And the world needs you. The world needs your magic and your craziness and your awesomeness. And if you don't get out there and let people know who you are, right, they don't have a chance to work with you. Now, a couple of things that we've got coming up here. So we're going to be diving into a lot of these conversations around perfectionism, procrastination in our upcoming 5 days to change your life. So if these topics are something that you are done with, you're done with having them rule your life, and you would like a lot more laughter and joy to be replaced by the frustration and anger, guilt, shame that you have about that, just let me know and I'll get you some more information about. It's just really a foundational event that will allow you to completely reboot your hard drive, change out that operating system for your brain, so that you have a totally new way of looking at your life, so that all kinds of amazing magical things show up, right? So thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great, wonderful, powerful day. Go be the magic that you truly be. Increase your visibility, your profitability, and we'll see you later. Take care. Bye.